Hey, how's it going, guys? Team TRE here, also known as the man that reviews everything. Today we're going to be talking about some Mortal Kombat, specifically Mortal Kombat 2. Some details were shared with us from the writer of the movie, Jeremy Slater, who is also the writer for the show Moon Knight. For those of you who watch my Moon Knight reviews, I loved Moon Knight. I really did. It's one of my favorite Marvel shows, and I love the writing behind it all. I love the story. So I'm excited to see that the writer for that show is now behind this project. Because when the first Mortal Kombat movie came out a year ago, I believe it was on HBO Max and theaters. I watched it both in theaters and on HBO Max back to back. I liked it a lot, you know. I know we didn't see or get necessarily everything we wanted from the movie, but the movie was really good. I liked it. I liked the story. I liked the new introduction to a new character, Cole. I like the storyline that we're going with that, and the setup they did at the end for number 2, and pretty much the setup for the tournament, which we will see for the next movie. But the writer, Jeremy Slater, was interviewed a few days ago, and he was asked about some questions about the upcoming film. Now, they are very lengthy responses, so I'm not gonna read them, like read it word for word for you guys, because then that's just gonna be boring. You guys aren't gonna want to watch that, so I'm just gonna summarize it. He talks about 2 things in this interview. He talks about the gore and what we should expect with it, and he talks about the new characters we will see. So I'm going to talk about the gore first, because I want to save the new characters for last, because I want to kind of theorize that and kind of guess what characters we will see, or, you know, tell you guys some of the characters I would want to see from it. So speaking on the gore first, Jeremy Slater said that the gore, he doesn't want it to be full-on gory, you know, he'd blood everywhere, just every single scene or every fight scene, you know. He wants to make it fun gore, meaning where, you know, the audience could laugh at it, you know, be like, that just happened, like, whoa, but then also be like, that's sick, and like have a good time with it, you know, not to where they're like kind of makes them feel weird, you know, or grossed out. He doesn't want to really do that. He wants to, he kind of he referenced the Kung Lao scene where he split open, I forgot that woman's name, but she had the wings, and that was really awesome to see. I know I remember watching that in theaters, and the whole theater was like, whoa, ugh, just kind of just all over the place, and like cheering at the end of it. And so that's what he's aiming for with this next movie. That's what he plans to do with the gore, and I'm totally okay with that, you know. I know the video games, you could do fatalities left and right, you know, and they can be brutal, but he's not gonna kind of go that route, and I respect it. I'm okay with it. But he did not say that we weren't gonna shy away from fatalities. There were gonna be little bits of fatalities, and gruesome ones, you know. So he's just kind of trying to tame the audience's expectations for fatalities and all that. He wants to have fun with it. And I was kind of thinking, what if they did like babalities? I think that's how you say it. But in the Mortal Kombat games, when you do a special combo move at the end, when you finish him, it turns the opponent into a baby. You know, what if we got to see that? That would be awesome to see. Or at least funny. I know a lot of people would have a kick out of it. So that's pretty much all he said about the gore. He did say more about it, but I mean, I kind of just summarized it for you. If you guys want to read it too, I can leave the link for the article in the description down below, so you guys can go read it yourselves if you want to see the full interview. But now talking about the characters we may see. So when Jeremy Slater was asked about the characters and how many characters, new characters specifically, that we can expect to see, he opened up with saying to tame your expectations. There's not going to be a lot of characters. There's not going to be a cameo parade, meaning you're going to see characters after characters, or characters walking in the background and be like, oh, that's Cyrax, you know, like he doesn't want to do that. So what he said is he wants to add in 3 or 4 new characters on each side, meaning 3 or 4 new characters of the good guys, 3 or 4 new villains, you know. So he wants to do that. He doesn't want to, you know, add in a whole bunch of characters, like 20 people, because then that's just too much. The film could get messy, and he doesn't want to do that, because he wants to hear what the fans have to say. He wants to hear who the fans want to see, you know, the relationships they want to see in the movie. And that's what I'm glad he actually said, you know, he's listening to us, he's listening to the fans, he's looking at social media, because the fan base from Mortal Kombat is so big and so loud that he doesn't want to disappoint them. So he's only going to add in a few, but only those the audience and the fans are really dying to see. And so that is also going to bring me to my next topic of conversations. What kind of characters, or who necessarily, will we see in the next Mortal Kombat movie? Now, I'm going to state who I would want to see on both the hero side and the bad guy side. But I'm going to stick to 3 or 4 of each, since that's who he's pretty much going to add. He already confirmed that Johnny Cage is going to be in the next film, and that was teased at the end of the first movie. So I'm going to just, you know, take that out, and that leaves me with 3 more good guys to add. So the 3 good guys that I would want to see, number 1, Katana. I think it's about time we see Katana. We got a little Easter egg of her in the first movie, but I think this would be a perfect time to introduce her to the story and into the lore of Mortal Kombat for the films. I think this would be a good one, especially since the tournament's starting. You know, I think this would be really good. Now, another one, I would like, this is kind of just personal. Maybe they will be in it, maybe not this one, maybe the 3rd Mortal Kombat or so. But hey, if they're in this one, then cool. But speaking on that, I would love to see Nightwolf. You know, Nightwolf has always been one of my favorite characters. He's really hard to use, but I've always loved his story, and I loved his look, and I love the abilities he has. So to see Nightwolf in the movie and have his story kind of intertwined with what's already going on, and see him fight in the tournament, that would be really cool to see. And I would love to see him use a spirit animal, you know, in a fight. That would be so sick. Or use one of his tomahawks. Love it. I would love to see it. But my last character, now probably one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters to, you know, to play with, like everything. Just, I love this character a lot, and I would love to see him in the movie, is Kenshi. I would love to see Kenshi in this movie. You know, Kenshi is so sick. I love it. I love it. And if he was in it, man, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love seeing him. And dude, I was just like, what if they got Keanu Reeves to play Kenshi? That would be interesting. I just thought about that right now. Quick little fan cast. I'll probably do a video of that, like that, later in the future once we have more details and they actually start shooting the movie. You know, so a little fan casting video. But yes, I would love to see Kenshi. Now to talk about the villains I would want to see. Now, they haven't mentioned any confirmed new villains yet, so then that leaves me to kind of speculate who I would want to see as the villains. I get to pick 3 or 4. So the villains I would want to see are Baraka. You know, Baraka's sick, and we also got little Easter eggs of him too in the first one as well. So to see him in it and to see him fight in the tournament against, you know, like Cole or Jax, that would be cool to see. Another one would be Quan Chi. You know, we already have Shang Tsung. To add Quan Chi in there, like, that would be awesome. Quan Chi is pure evil and a really good villain, and I would love to see him. But I don't know what kind of story they're going to go with for the second one, so I don't know if he would necessarily fit for the second film particularly. Maybe a 3rd movie he can come in or something, but I don't know. To see him in it would be cool. And then a 3rd villain I would love to see is Smoke. Seeing Smoke would be cool. I love using Smoke in the video games, and he's another one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat series. So to see Smoke in it would be cool. So Smoke is one of them. Now, my final character that I would have to add, if I had the chance or if it was in my power, I would want to see Ermac. Ermac would be awesome. He was in the old school movies, so why not bring him back for the new ones and then give him the sick outfit, give him the sick abilities, you know, with the effects that we have nowadays. We could make the character of Ermac so awesome to see on screen, and I would love to see Ermac. So those are my heroes and villains that I would want to see, per se. You know, if they are in the movie, then that's awesome. And I wonder how many of these guesses I will get right. But that I would have to wait to find out until the movie comes out. But that's just everything I have to talk about regarding Mortal Kombat and the details the writer Jeremy Slater shared with us. So for you guys at home and watching this video, what do you guys think of the things Jeremy Slater have said? And who do you want to appear in this second film? Remember, you have 3 or 4 characters of heroes and villains to choose from. That's how many characters Jeremy Slater wants to add in for the next one. So who do you guys want to see in the next movie? Leave me down your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for tuning in for this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. My name's TMTRE. I hope you guys have a good day today. Spread the love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.